Hey everybody, it's Mr. S here, and I'm going to be talking to you guys about development and assessing children and kind of looking at their play and how to look deeper into their play and how to see maybe something that you might not have noticed before and why play is so important. So today I'll be playing with a friend of mine's son named Orion, and I'm going to show you how I talk to him and kind of explain things so you guys can watch the way we play. And once you finish seeing the way we play, I'll explain to you some of the different concepts that are going on while I'm playing with Orion, and I'll try to talk about the different things that I'm looking for as an educator and the things that I've noticed in his development. And we'll kind of talk about how to look for things, and maybe even when you are home with your child, how you may be able to work with them on their developmental skills and kind of see where they're at and assess them with their current understandings. And so at the end of the video, I will go ahead and talk about some of the things that I noticed about the play session and go more into detail about how to assess and what to look for. Alright? Thank you very much. Enjoy the video, friends. Alright, Orion, tell me what you're doing here. What are you working on? So I see we got a, what is this one called again?
Helicopter.
Helicopter. Do you remember why it's called the helicopter?
Yes.
Why? It has a...
I want my chair.
Do you want your chair?
Need help?
Yes.
Alright, what do you say?
Please.
And? Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Alright, come sit over here with me. Is that a good spot?
Yes.
Alright. So I see you said it's a helicopter, right? It's a helicopter because it has a propeller. You say propeller?
Propeller.
Propeller. And this one is a car. Look, it has wheels. How many wheels does it have? Can you count?
No, this is the tires.
The tires. Even better, it's got 4 tires. Alright, let's count them. Ready?
1, 2, 3, 4.
4 tires, yeah. So that one has tires. How many tires does this have?
1, 2,
3 tires. 3 tires? Which one has more tires?
Huh?
Which one has more? This one has 3 tires. This one has 4 tires. Which one's more?
Okay.
That one? That one has more?
Yes.
It does have more. It has 1 more. Because this only has 3. What other cars? How about this car right here? What is this called?
Truck.
A semi-truck. Can you say semi-truck?
It's my truck.
How many wheels does the semi-truck have?
1, 2, 3.
It has 3 wheels.
1, 2.
It has 1, 2 in the front, so let's count them all together. Ready? 1. What's next?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
How many tires does it have? 6, right?
Yes.
It has 6 tires. Okay, so this one has 6 tires. This one has 4 tires. And this one this one has 3 tires, and this one has
4 tires.
Okay, so this one has the most. This is the middle, and this is the least. This has less.
Yes.
So it goes 3, 4, and
So now we're
6.
doing mine right now.
What about this? Does this have any wheels on it? Does this have any wheels?
No.
Why not? What is it?
There's tires right there.
Oh, there's tires inside of it? What happens if I let it go? What's going to happen?
What's gonna happen when there's the monster?
The monster, what is it going to do? What's it going to do, Orion? When I let it go, what do you think? Should I let it go?
Yes.
Uh-oh. Okay, you're going to watch with me?
Yes.
What's going to happen? I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm scared. What's going to happen? What did it do? It was moving. Oh, you crashed into it? How'd you crash into it? Is this the bad guy? Is this a bad guy? Is that because it's Batman's car? Where did Batman buy the car?
It's inside.
He's inside, Batman's inside the car, right here?
Yes.
Oh, how do you know he's right there? How do you know he's not right here in the front? Why do you say he's there?
He's going that way.
He's going that way? Where is he going to drive to?
He's going to drive that way and this way.
In this way? Is he driving somewhere? Is he going to pick somebody up?
Yes, Superman's going to pick up.
He's going to pick up Superman?
Yes.
What about the guy who wears red? And he has a mask like this. Who's that? He wears red and he has a mask. And he has a yellow letter. Who's that?
Robin.
Robin. You think he's gonna pick up Robin too?
Robin's going to another side.
Robin's on the other side, so they're working together.
Yes.
And what do they do? Where do they drive to? Are they looking for somebody?
Yes, he's looking for Superman.
Why? Why is he looking for Superman? What does Superman do?
There's Superman!
This is Superman right here?
Yes.
And they're going to pick him up?
Yes.
Where are they going to take him?
He's going to take him in Batman's car.
He's going to take him in Batman's car?
Yes.
And where does Batman leave his car at when he goes to sleep? Where does he leave it?
This is Batman's phone.
That's Batman's?
Yes.
What about when he leaves it? You know how your dad parks his car here? Where does Batman put his car?
Superman's putting his car.
He put it in his car? He put Superman in his car?
Yes.
Okay. What about when is Batman gonna go in the helicopter?
He's going up there.
He's going up where?
He's going up.
Where is he gonna fly to?
He's going to fly up.
Just up? Really high? Is he gonna fly in outer space maybe?
No.
No outer space.
There's...
What about, can he fly to the moon?
Yes.
You think he can fly to the moon?
Yes.
He's just gonna take the helicopter and fly all the way up there?
Hey, come here.
Oh, where are we going?
Come on, let's drive.
We're gonna drive? Okay, I'll fly and you drive, okay? Where are we going? I see a bad guy over here. I see a criminal. We gotta stop him. We gotta tell him stop. Tell him stop.
Stop.
Don't move.
Don't move.
You're under arrest.
You're under arrest.
Okay, you gotta put the handcuffs on him. Click, click.
Click, click.
Oh, where are we gonna take him? We're gonna leave him there for the police? Alright, we'll leave him there for the police.
I'm the truck. Hey.
Hi! What are you doing?
I'm driving to Batman's car.
You're driving with... Okay, well, let's drive together. I see the Joker! You see the Joker?
Yes.
He's in the green vehicle. Look at him. He's getting away. He's getting away. Look, he's moving. We gotta stop him. How are we gonna stop him? How are we gonna stop him? Just gonna crash into him? But won't that hurt Batman? And he's in the car. Isn't that gonna hurt him? No? This car's indestructible? Oh, we defeated Joker. Where are we gonna take him now? Where do we take Joker? We got him. We caught him, right? Where are we gonna take him to? Do we take him to the Batcave?
Huh?
Where do we take him?
He crashed him.
He just crashed him?
Yes.
So he's no more? We don't have to worry about him anymore? What colors are the cars?
Black.
Black? Is this one black?
No.
No. What color is this one?
Blue.
And?
Red.
Blue and red. What about the bottom though? What color is the bottom? What color is the bottom? You're like, oh, you already know. Okay. How many legs does it have? You want to count it with me? 1. No, you're like, no, I'm too into my car.
You can. You want me to help you?
Why do you make that noise?
here.
Where did you get that noise from? What makes that noise? Oh, the big truck goes.
Is that noise?
It goes like that?
Yeah.
And then what do the cars do? What about when they go really, really fast? What about slow? Okay. And then when they're going fast, really fast? Show me, how do you drive your car? That's how you drive it? What about the steering wheel? You're not going to steer it? No?
Yes.
Okay. Now show me, how do you drive your car? Get the steering wheel.
Huh? Mine?
Yeah, get your steering wheel. You're like, oh no, I have a car. I don't need it. Whoa, what's that?
Daddy bringed it.
Daddy, can we use it?
Yes.
Can we try the car on the huge structure?
Yeah.
Is it big or is it small? What do you think?
Bigger.
It's very big. Can you say gigantic?
Gigantic.
Gigantic? How many cars are gonna fit in this thing?
This.
Just that one? Just one?
No.
Can I pick it? Which car do you want me to use? Which one do I use?
Use this.
This, okay, the semi truck? Okay. I'm gonna try it. Do you think it's gonna make it?
Yes.
We're gonna try. Oh, it's going. Oh, what happened though? Did it stop? Oh, it's still going in. It stopped again. There we go. Which car do you want me to pick now? Maybe this one?
No.
No? Okay.
Captain America.
Captain America?
Yes.
Captain America. Alright, Captain America it is. Ready? Tell me when. Tell me when.
1, 2, 3, go.
Go! Uh-oh. What do we have to do? It's stuck. What do we do when it's stuck?
Here.
Okay, you want me to hold this?
Yes.
Alright, I'm
Put
holding it.
it in.
Put it up here?
Yes.
And now what?
Go. Oh.
Uh-oh, we have a traffic jam. So we gotta move this.
Ah!
Did it fall all the way?
Yes.
How many cars are up there right now? Ooh, we got a traffic jam.
There's it.
Traffic jam. That means the cars aren't moving. Uh-oh. They're going. Look at that. They're going.
My car.
Do you think the motorcycle will work?
My
What if we try the motorcycle? What do you think is going to happen if we do the motorcycle?
motorcycle. Oh, Robin's right there.
Robin's right there?
Yes. No.
No? Okay.
No, Robin's turn.
Oh, it's not Robin's turn? Okay. Oh, it is Robin's turn. You want Robin?
Yes, Robin's turn.
Excellent. Well, thank you.
Put it in.
Okay, I'm going to put him right here. Uh-oh. Oh, no! He fell! But I caught him. It's okay. You think he'll fit up here? Nope. I don't think he's going to fit up here. Maybe if we sit him down?
Motorcycle's here.
The motorcycle's here? Uh-oh. SpaghettiOs. Whoa. Alright, here we go. Ready? 1, 2. Uh-oh, I think we're going to crash. If I let go of the car, I think yours and mine are going to crash. You think they're going to crash? Ah! You got me! Alright, I'm going to try. Ready? My turn. No, your turn? Okay, your turn. It's going. Little by little. Whoa, 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 go, no, what? Oh, look at this car. What, do you know what color this car is?
Yes.
What color is this car?
Huh? Purple.
Purple.
This is Rita.
Whoa! It's Rita?
Layla.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
And Ryan.
And Orion's this one? Spider-Man car?
No, that's Lightning Queen.
Oh, that's Lightning McQueen? Okay. My bad. I thought it was Spider-Man, but maybe it is Lightning McQueen. Oh, here it goes, here it goes, here it goes, here it goes! They're all at the bottom. So it starts on the top and it goes all the way to the bottom. You hear me alright? You put it on the top and then it goes to the bottom. Right? We put it on the top and it's going to go to the
Floor.
It's going to fall to the bottom. Oh, now it's in the middle and now it's at the bottom. Alright, friend. So after reviewing the tape and after looking back at some of the conversations that me and Orion had, I've actually filled out some of the measures that I found that meet the requirements of the Watch Me Grow form, which is the form that we use in our program to tell us kind of where children are academically as far as the California standards, using the desired results, don't quote me on this, the DRDP, developmental profile, if that sounds about right. And so we use the DRDP to look up kind of where they're at, so kind of assess where they're at. So what I'm going to do is I have here the DRDP measures pulled up, and I'm going to specifically explain kind of where my thought process are. So after reviewing that play, I'm going to show you what I marked down, I'm going to talk about it, and then I'm going to talk about how I saw that. And I'm going to use the DRDP to talk about the measure and kind of where they would be at this point. So Orion is 3 years old, so we're using the correct tool. During that video, he was a 3-year-old. He still is a 3-year-old. But yes, at the time when it was recorded, which is kind of important because you don't want to rate a child, because there is a DRDP that's designed for toddlers. So if you're going to do the toddlers, do it for appropriate age, because obviously if you don't do it for the correct age, it's going to affect the scores of the child. So my first one was taking turns. I noticed that when we were playing with the structure, we were taking turns with the cars. So he didn't. So the first measure here is exploring, and it says need adult prompting or support to wait for turn, which was not the case. Orion was able to. He could wait without me. We didn't need to communicate that. I think if anything, we just worked it out. Because I never actually told him to take turns with me, which is what developing would say, which uses adult structured procedures for taking turns, including rules and cues. So, did he need me to tell him, hey, we're going to take turns? No, he did not. That was never put in place. But he demonstrated his knowledge of rules and procedures for taking turns. So, that means he already knew. He was well aware that we're going to take turns here. You're going to put your car, and I'm going to put my car. So we didn't have to actually talk about taking turns for that process. And routinely proposes taking turns as a solution to conflict over materials and equipment would be integrated. Well, I wouldn't say he's integrated because there's not really anything to conflict about, and we didn't really talk about it, but he did demonstrate that he knew that we were going to share and take turns. So for taking turns, I would definitely say he's at building integrated. If maybe he was in a preschool setting and he was talking to his friends, then yes, I would say he's at the next integrated level. For the next one, I found that number 7 he did, which was relationship with adults, which, I mean, we can go straight to integrated because we can see where he's at. Works cooperatively with an adult to plan, organize activities, and to solve problems. So we worked together and we talked about what we could do with the structure. You can even say he might be at building, seeks to share experience, engaged in cooperative activity to get information with adults. So we could say he's at building. He could be building or integrated. So maybe we need another observation to figure it out. For this specific observation, I'm going to go with integrated because he did cooperate with me very well, to want to play with me. So if I was to do another observation, maybe we could see something else and different. And so that's why we do multiple observations, so we can kind of get good information about where these children are at. The next one that I marked down here is comprehension of meaning, which is number 13. And let's look at this one. So we're going to start from exploring and go all the way to the top. So we're going to see where he's at. Shows understanding of meaning of simple words, phrases, stories, and songs. So we know he did that because when we talked about the word helicopter, he was well aware of what a helicopter was, what a semi-truck was. He could tell the difference. Shows understanding of more complex words, phrases, in conversation, stories, and learning. I would say he definitely understood because still helicopter is a pretty intensive word. And we were talking about how the helicopter also has wheels and where Batman sits. And we were talking about just different words and where, you know, what the cars have on them, the parts of the car, the parts of the helicopter. So we definitely had conversations in there that really showed language. Shows understanding that language refers to imaginary past or future events. We didn't cover that. So that would be an example of something that we got to developing just by naturally talking, but we didn't go further than just stopping there. So we didn't go to the next level, which would be talking about past, future, and whatnot. So that would be something to note down. But so for that, he's definitely at developing, and he's not at building quite yet because we didn't talk about the future. So that's something we would have to set up. He could follow increasingly complex instructions. So when we were talking about, hey, let's put the structure together and we're going to do this, he was able to follow through with that. And he was, so shows understanding of 1 to 2 step instructions and requests about familiar routines. So he was able to, yeah, he's definitely exploring. Shows understanding of 1 to 2 step instructions and requests about unfamiliar routines and unrelated events. So I would say he's at developing. He definitely is because he can do it. He understands 1 to 2 step instructions. And the last one's building. He didn't, well, because we didn't do a 3-step instruction, I wouldn't say he's building yet. That's just something that's not the child's fault. It's my fault for not trying that next level, but I can be aware of that. So I know I did developing, but I need to get to the next level. We have expression of self through language, so let's see if I was correct. Produces phrases and simple sentences that communicate basic ideas and needs. Yes, he was definitely, that's exploring. Uses 3 to 5 word sentences that contain nouns, verbs, and recently learned vocabulary. Helicopter and semi-truck, I think we definitely talked about those words. Uses words that are relatively precise and makes longer sentences by connecting shorter ones. I would say he's in between developing and building, but to be on the safe side, we're going to put him on developing. And I think if we did another assessment, we'd be able to see where he's at more appropriately with another observation, I should say. Language of conversation communicates with others using language basic purposes such as requesting, rejecting, and describing, speaking clearly enough to understand. Yes, we definitely talked to him. We understood him. Had short conversations. We definitely had short conversations back and forth, like about the Batman car, about the green object that I found, about the play structure, the car structure, and has extended conversation about real or imaginary experiences. I would say he's between developing and building for sure, because I'm not quite sure if he's at building yet, but he's definitely in between the two. So we're going to go with developing once again, just to be on the safe side. So our next one is cause and effect. Number 27, cause and effect. Tries to act out actions to see what happens. He definitely did that. Anticipates the routine action will have a specific result. So he kind of knew if he put the car at the top, it would go down. And if I remember correctly during that play, we knew that we had this one car, we had a motorcycle, and it wouldn't go down all the way. And he knew that, and he knew to wait for it at a certain spot where he would push it down the rest of the way. Shows understanding of familiar cause and effect through language or action. I'm not sure if he used the language there per se. So we're gonna go developing on this one. And what we would want to do is take this, what we have, these measures, and kind of write them developing and write a little note. Okay, I want to extend this. I think we could go to the next level. And what's really effective sometimes is to have these measures available, which you can find this online for free. And I believe there's a 2015 one coming out. But you can find this available online, and you can kind of look and say, okay, where can I increase the next level? And so just print this out and kind of give yourself, what kind of activity could I plan out to get my child to the next level? So you can kind of ask a question, because sometimes, because I don't ask a question or because I don't tailor the activity to this specific measure, it's hard to get to the next level unless I know I'm trying to. So let's look at 28. Actually, problem solving. Did we do this? No, I didn't mark problem solving, but I want to make sure. Yeah, problem solving did not happen. 29, memory knowledge. Remembers a few key features of familiar objects and routines. So obviously he definitely remembered the key routines, and he knew his structure. He had the toys down pat. He knew which the names are. He even brought up McQueen at one point. Communicates memories about an unfamiliar event that happened earlier. So at this point, I would say he's at exploring because he didn't quite bring up a memory. So that's something that we'd have to go in further. He definitely is at exploring, but for developing, nothing happened during that play that per se say he's at developing. So we're going to leave it at exploring for now. And later on we could do an activity to really go into that. Curiosity initiative. He definitely had an interest in the materials around him. Actively engaged with new materials by asking questions. We didn't quite ask a lot of questions, so I'm going to leave this at exploring just because the child was not asking questions during the play. So to be on the safe side, we're going to go exploring. But maybe if we bring another toy and try this activity again, we'll get different results. Engagement and persistence. Continue self-selected activity for a while. Maybe distracted and lose interest without adult encouragement. He definitely was at the activity for quite a while. We were there for at least about 15 minutes, or around 15 minutes. Continue self-select activity on own, even in a distracting environment. Definitely, there was definitely, his father was in the background. He had his stepmother around there. So just kind of everyone that was around. And he was able to stay engaged and focused. So I would say definitely developing. Usually through difficult encountered activity. So I don't know if he's at building yet, because I don't think the activity was difficult per se. So maybe if we made an activity that was more difficult, we could definitely say he's at building. So we're going to leave it at developing for now. So for engagement and persistence, we're going to leave it at developing just because we haven't tested the next level yet. Alright, we got a couple more here and then we're going to be done. Number of sense of quality or quantity and counting. So number 32, we're going to look at what the different measures are. Exploring is recite some numbers, not necessarily in order, identifies without counting the numbers of the object in collection of the 3 objects. So, like I see 3, others 3, so automatically knowing. He's definitely at exploring because we, as you can remember in the video, we counted the tires. Recognizes and knows the name of some numerals, correctly recites numbers in order 1 through 10. We can't necessarily say that we're at developing because we didn't count to 10. So that's something we'd have to plan for future activities, counting to 10, so we know that that child specifically can count to 10. So we're going to leave that exploring for now. For a future activity, we could definitely go into depth with that. Number, sense of quality, and mathematical operations, that's number 33. Demonstrates that items can group and compared by quantity, communicates the results more when objects form 2 groups are put together. Definitely did that because we were talking about the tires and which one had more. Correctly identifies the larger of the 2 groups without counting. I remember him pointing, so we did count. So that's kind of one of those weird ones. We did count it, but I don't know if that would count. Compares by matching or counting 2 small groups of objects, identifies which has more, fewer, or whether they are the same. So I'm going to leave it at developing for now because we definitely didn't make it to building because we didn't really try that. But as you can tell, some of these activities kind of require specific action to happen. So even through actual play, you'd have to really plan some of this out so that you can meet the goals and the criteria of what some of these are asking. We got 2 more and we're good to go. Classification, recognize when 2 things are the same. Yes, because we're talking about the tires and how they are, like the car and the helicopter both had tires. Sort some objects that are the same from a group of objects. Oops, I'm sorry, hold on. Okay. Some sorts of objects that are the same from a group of objects. So yes, definitely we had some of that going on. And I think we were, because we had the cars and we're talking about the superheroes and we were talking about McQueen. So I would definitely say he's at developing there. And building, we're going to leave the building one out because we weren't sorting objects by one attribute quite yet into 3 different groups. But we're going to definitely say that he's at developing for this one. And number 3.5, measurement. Shows understanding of uses of words and describes some measurable properties such as size, length, weight, and capacity. So we were talking about big and little. So definitely we were exploring for that one. Shows understanding of uses words that compare size, length, weight, or capacity, bigger or small. I would say that we did use the word bigger during the activity. And I think at that point is where we're going to end, because I don't think he's at building yet. Orders objects by one measurable property. So he's going to have to sort objects out from smallest to largest, and we did not do that. So, as far as all the measures, there's 43 of them. We met quite a few of them. They might not be exactly where we want them to be by the end of the year, of course, because he just turned 3. So he still has a lot of time to grow. But so that's kind of an example of what we look for. We play with the children, and even though we were just naturally playing, I got a lot of information just from that 10 minutes, 15 minutes of play about where the child is as far as this assessment tool. And so my next step would be to take this and say, what can I do as far as activity to push them to the next level? So maybe I can get some objects out and have them sort them in order. So you can meet the standards, and you can just at home set up activities for your children to push them to that next level. And this is also great for parents who kind of want to know, where's my kid at? What are they doing? You know, when's the last time you recorded your play and watch yourself play with your child and evaluate yourself? Hey, how am I doing? Am I really playing with them? Am I listening to them? Who's doing all the talking? So give it a shot one day. Try it out. See what it's like. Record yourself talking to them, being engaging, and really communicating with them, and see how it turns out. So thanks everybody. I'm happy to answer any questions about the Drdp, or if you guys have any more questions. I will be releasing more videos like this about assessing and watching and playing and communicating, and just really reflect back on what you saw when I played with a child and how I was very open with them, talkative. I really did a lot of self-talk, which means I told them what I was doing as I was doing it, which is really important for children. So if you guys have any questions, let me know. If you guys need any help, I'm here for you, okay? Hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you next time.